Current issues that many of our direct care workers have with our company health insurance include unrealistic monthly premiums, large deductibles, and minimal benefits. How does the current healthcare reform address these issues?
Wendy, that's a very good question. Right now, not a whole lot of things are taking place in healthcare reform except maybe at the political level. There are some tax breaks for employers kicking in and some limits on excluding pre-existing conditions and things like that. It's not really until 2014 that we hope that there will be better access to health care for a whole lot of people, many of whom will see help in paying their premiums. You've probably heard a little bit about health care exchanges. When people can purchase there are tax credits from the federal government that will allow them to get health care at a subsidized rate for people with relatively high incomes in the $60,000 to $70,000 range for a family of 4. So we hope that in the years to come, many people will see a decrease in what they're paying, and many people, more importantly, will have access to health insurance for the first time.
Other questions or comments? Is there anything anyone would like to add to those comments by Ann?
Well, one of the things, we did the direct care worker survey and did analysis of it, and it's a fairly long report, and I think one of its benefits is if anyone says, we really don't know enough about what the status of direct care workers is, we've got to find it out, we could probably say we do have the information. We know from this survey that direct care workers are twice as likely as the population as a whole not to be covered by health insurance coverage for themselves. We know that they get their kids covered because of Medicaid and Hawkeye. That 70% of direct care workers with children, that's about double the state average, get their kids covered even if they can't themselves be covered. We know that a lot of direct care workers, when 2014 comes and Medicaid covers adults up to 133% of poverty, will qualify there in addition to qualifying for the health exchanges. So there's a lot of information that we know about direct care workers and who they are, and about half of all direct care workers earn at or below 200% of poverty level right now in their households. They're working full-time, so we know that they also are ones who benefit from the earned income tax credit and any expansions to that. So I just wanted to make that point. I think the addition on the Health Care Reform Act, which takes a lot of the provisions take effect in 2014 for among the lowest paid direct care workers who have large families who are earning at or below 133% of poverty. It will mean that Medicaid will be, they'd be eligible for Medicaid, which will essentially be coverage that's almost free. It may be a little bit different than our current Medicaid program.
Thank you, Ann and Charles.